Good afternoon, Libra ladies and gentlemen, and happy birthday to you. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. As you've seen, I've already been posting my sexual type reading, so I'm going to go on and give you one, and this reading is valid until the end of next month. And ladies and gentlemen, if this reading resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up and like and share. Okay? Also, with this reading, guys, I just want to just explain the objectives of this reading. In this reading, I'm going to be discussing your current situation, the emotional aspects that are kind of existing in your relationship, the physical aspects, the potential challenges that you might be up against, your feelings, ladies and gentlemen, for the other person, and vice versa, their feelings for you. What's not important in your relationship and what is important. And I will be also addressing what's hidden and also the outcome. Okay, I've already shuffled the cards as you've already see here. In addition to using a few oracle cards to just give you a bit more part and advice into your situation. Okay, so before getting started, I like to just go on and just make some general assessments of these cards or what I see, just to just give you a few other things that I'm kind of getting here. Okay, it looks to me that destiny appears to be at play with you guys. Therefore, it's best to kind of really take your hands off your situation and kind of let go and really, let God. It looks like I'm kind of getting here from your reading. It looks like either you or someone has a frivolous crush. I'm seeing, and affections seem to be, or they appear to be, one-sided. Love seems to be lacking. The focus seems to be more on business matters and good friendships. I'm kind of getting. Okay. I'm also noticing here that your numerical theme here is 4. So since 4 relates to structure, business and security, and challenges, these are some things that you might want to kind of, you're going to be kind of dealing with, as well as a lot of hard work. And then you have a lot of, you're kind of standing in your own truth and feeling as well. So with having this this numerical theme here, it's kind of asking you to kind of press on, ladies and gentlemen, but try to be very realistic about your situation here. Okay, you also have 2 4s here in that reading, so it shows a stalemated type 6 situation or some type of conflict, just to further emphasize the conflict that I'm kind of seeing here in your reading. Okay, you have 3 3s as well, so that shows success and good fortune seem to be ahead for you guys, but it also shows some delays here. And I'm also getting with this combination with having 3 3s here is that you might even come to the wrong conclusions about things, and it's disappointments, and you are advised against really self-destructive tendencies here. Okay, because with this combination there could be a lot of lies and deception, and more than likely people are in fact gossiping behind your back. Okay, and you also have here, I'm seeing 2 minor timing conjunctions here. Okay, and you have that 3 of Wands here, right here, appearing before the Tower, and that kind of denotes expansion and requires really more independence on your part. So I feel that in about 3 weeks, I feel that something very shocking is going to kind of come up. It could either be positive or negative, but it's going to cause you to kind of reorient yourself or your life in some way, because it appears to be something I'm feeling more than likely, you guys connected. It seems possibly, with business or some type of business matter here. Okay, and then you have this 3 of Swords here appearing before the Empress. So this suggests that during the next 6 weeks, possibly, you're going to kind of express or experience some kind of feeling heartache, grief, or either loss. But this feeling, it won't last long. Okay, given that you have the Empress here connected, and this shows potential for success, and it brings you the sexual bliss and harmony that you so rightfully want. I'm also getting here too that Some of you are maybe contemplating or kind of going through some type of formal training. It could be in the mystical arts or either magical practices here. Okay? I'm seeing here that you are very mature, and I feel that, I see a woman here. It could be you, ladies, with some of you, or also can be an aspect of you, German, or someone you're dealing with. You're certainly sure of your sexuality here. Okay? And I feel too that some of you might even be learning a language or studying literature in some way. Okay? I'm also getting a sense that I'm seeing a miser or someone that, tends to hold on too tightly to what, he or she has, and that causes havoc, ladies and gentlemen, in a relationship. Okay? I'm also seeing some type of a heart related issue that might be going on with some of you. And surgery might even be required. I'm just telling you guys the things that I'm feeling before I get deeply involved into this reading, okay? And I'm feeling that a relationship that you have been dealing with, because it seems that you guys have multiple, it still does have the potential for success if problems are resolved. Because I'm getting here that one of you appears to be very overbearing or power driven in some sense. Okay, and I'm feeling a lot of hidden agendas here. Like a rebounder type re-entering your life. Person. It seems that maybe they haven't gotten. The person hasn't gotten over, their last breakup in some sense that I'm getting here, and I'm also getting a sense that one of the relations that you're actually in is in jeopardy of ending. I'm seeing some type of separation or a divorce, and or one of you might be kind of going through a breakup or either contemplating somehow whether your interest still loves you in some way. You know, I'm kind of getting from that. Okay. Now I'm also feeling too, just to give you a bit more. I'm kind of feeling that your whole world is going to be kind of shaken up because it looks like this person kind of causes a lot of animosity. Okay, and the person appears to be very somewhat of a powerful person, perhaps a very bossy individual. And power plays, again, sexual power plays might even be an issue with this person. Okay. I'm also getting a sense that the person, for some of you, might even be a bit older. Okay. But you might want to, like, as I again, try to listen to your intuition and keep the faith. Because this person appears to be very secretive. And I'm kind of getting to that. Either you or this person is very secure or independent, but you kind of carry on a facade, or you're hurting inside, what makes it kind of difficult for anyone else to kind of love you here, or love that person. Okay, because this person has been badly hurt, or it could potentially be you. That I'm kind of getting here. Okay, so let's go on and get started here and just look at your bottom card here that we have. We have the Six of Cups there. Okay, so that references a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And the sun is in Scorpio, with this card. And this card is kind of denoting that a lot of memories are at play, past memory, and it's kind of playing a big role, and it's kind of influencing you in some way. And this also connects with the second 10 degree also of Scorpio. Okay, and this card again is all about, karmic ties and even a past lover and rekindling love and reunions. It's about, immaturity and in celebrations, including a job offer. And it shows that either you or your lover may have a naive way, or naive feelings, or immature way of kind of reviewing things or viewing your situation. And it certainly looks like, as I've already indicated, that someone from your past is going to return and you're going to connect in some way. However, I'm kind of feeling that some of you are going to be a bit worried about how things might go. And you really need to keep in mind that an X is an X for a reason. So you might want to kind of reevaluate whether it's really worth going back. And if you want to improve your sex life with this person, you might want to, with this card, kind of revisit the past and really contemplate why the two of you even got together in the first place. And for some of you, counseling might help. This card is kind of asking you, ladies and gentlemen, try to kind of relax, light up a bit about your situation, and stop making excuses, and really try to, watch how you kind of project yourself to others because others are, in fact, watching. Okay? I'm also seeing or getting the feeling that a family member or friend might even offer, you useful guidance too here. And for some of you, perhaps your past childhood memories might also be kind of holding some of you back. But I'm seeing a lot of letters, calls, and social things that's going on that you're going to be receiving. So, get ready for that. But, it just seems like the relationship is purely superficial. And all isn't what it seems with this card. So you might find it challenging even acting your age with this card. And if you're already in a relationship, you might be contemplating renewing your feelings in a different way, or you're thinking about it. I feel that some of you might even have also realized that the grass just wasn't green on the other side or as you thought it to be, or it could be vice versa, okay? And you want to return to someone you've treated, maybe that you may have treated badly, or they may have done you badly, It's vice versa, okay? Because the energies can go in both ways, okay? So let's look at your current situation here. We have the Four of Wands, okay? And that references a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this card falls within the third 10 degrees of Aries, and Venus is the ruler of this card. This card is all about engagements and celebrations, freedom and unions, as well as, guys, gatherings, and invitations to kind of get out of the house. So this card is kind of suggesting here is that it wants you to kind of move out of your comfort zone sexually, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe use toys or either wear erotic things or just try different positions here with this card. Because, I'm kind of getting that you kind of feel secure or safe and might decide to surprise your lover, I'm feeling. Or some of you might decide to even live together. It could be vice versa. Or some of you might want to approach someone and tell them they are kind of really special to you, or vice versa, okay? Because I feel that you're going to even have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, with this card to kind of, meet someone new. But many of you might have lost hope and want to just, really call it quits, particularly with an old acquaintance that I'm getting. Because I feel that you're going to feel confused, irritated. And you're going to think this lover is kind of being a bit deceptive still, which he or she probably is. And some of you might even attempt to kind of ask, or, you to kind of do something to be contrary to your principles. Okay? I'm also getting a sense that some of you might be dealing with some type of property issues, like even contemplating buying a house or even selling one. Okay? Let's move right along and look at the emotional aspects of your relationship here. Okay? This time we have the Three of Wands there. And this card falls within the second 10 degrees of Aries. And it denotes a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the sun governs this card. Okay, so this card is all about, as you would expect, teamwork, cooperation, and even soulmate type experiences as well as intuition. A desire, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of really work things out. So many of you feel very secure, I'm feeling. And I feel that you're really setting goals for your future, even being actively involved in work. I'm kind of feeling many of you will soon, though, have to make a choice. It's regarding this new person. You may have, and I feel that many of you may have already met them, or you soon will, or it seems to be a lot, more than one person in your realm here. Okay? But I feel that, again, you're going to feel very apprehensive, and you might need to kind of talk a bit more about your fears, because it seems that one or both of you kind of, I see all this anger that comes out with one of you, and you might even be getting a bit bored sexually. So try to spice things up by dressing differently to kind of attract more love into your life, you know, or work on your appearances, okay? And again, I'm seeing a lot of calls, a lot of emails and telephonic communications here. And someone really wants to kind of really express their true desires and their heart to you. Okay? So let's move right along and just get more in depth with, you know, your sexual factor. How are things kind of going on in your sex life here? And we have here a rather destructive card. We have the Tower. Okay, and that connects with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Mars governs this card. So it shows that you're dealing with, for many of you are dealing with, it could be you or someone you're dealing with. They're very, I feel, a very strong and aggressive type personality, because this card is all about shock, conflict, and distress, as well as deception. So it shows that you certainly need to try new things to kind of spice up your sex life, because there seems to be a third party lurking, and there are unresolved resentments that I feel that need to kind of be addressed. Otherwise, if you don't, this situation won't last. And some of you might even be involved in a pay to play type situation, or even, in fact, engage in wild sex parties or acts as an exhibitionist, leaving one of you really mad at the other because of what you're doing or your sexual proclivities, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of false promises being made, you know? And this experience seems to be more connected with someone with whom you maybe broke up with, and they're kind of entering your life again in some way, or you want to re-enter their lives, because it seems that there may have been a bit of silence between you two. And for some of you, there may still be some silence because the other person may not want to talk to you. Okay? Let's look at your next card here. We have connected with that. We have the Emperor. That's to further emphasize this domineering type here. You have the Emperor here. Okay? And that represents, once again, a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This card is all about stubbornness and structure and stability and even dominance. So it does show here clearly that your sexual play seems to be very one-sided here. You know, and maybe for some of you ladies, you may even see your male interest as representing a father type figure to you. And maybe there's something that you might need to go back in your childhood to examine, which is why the Six of Cups is here, and that may be affecting your current relationships. Okay, but again, this person is very strong-willed, seems to be a control freak. So structure and stability is in fact required. Okay, so now let's look at what potential challenges that might be at play here with you guys. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so once again, you have all of this fire energy in here. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so this card say a challenge may be for some of you is even moving away, or moving to a new home, or just getting away from this person. And you might have to fight hard even to try to gain or find clarity. And you might find that you don't have enough patience or stamina, really, to sustain yourself with all of the problems that you've been dealing with the situation, okay? And perhaps you want more, and some of you might even want more than one person and kind of need to focus on one person at a time. And this probably is what's really causing a lot of problems. And I'm feeling that some of you might not even want to settle down here. And you're just being a bit too impetuous, or again, it could be vice versa. Okay, so let's move right along and look at your feelings for your lovers. And again, and I keep reiterating this, you could be feeling this, or your lover could in fact be feeling this. So the next card here we have is the Five of Swords, that connects with air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this card falls within the first 10 degrees of Aquarius. So this card is all about, your lover feeling a sense of a one-upmanship, feels that you're negative, or feels that you betrayed him or her in some way, or very insensitive and very insincere, even in fact cowardice. That you're very destructive and, not fair and just a troublemaker. I'm feeling that even your lover may even see you a bit manipulative. Again, it could be vice versa. And I feel that either you or your lover kind of sees more challenges ahead with you and sees that even connecting with you will be an empty victory. So your partner is just here, I'm feeling just unfaithful, and you have a hard time kind of communicating your needs, okay? And your needs tend to fall back on deaf ears, ladies. And love to either you or your mate or your lover is thought of as somewhat of a competitive type sport, you know? And some of you might even feel hurt by this and might even, want revenge here when you're getting with this card here. Okay? So let's move on and see exactly how they feel about you. And again, it can be vice versa. We have the three of swords there as well. That's air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This call falls in 10 degrees of Libra. So this card shows that they're feeling heartache, They're feeling, they've lost love, you know. They might feel a bit that you are narcissistic or you feel this way about them. I'm seeing a lot of stress. They feel, that you are stressed or you're mourning or vice versa, I'm just saying that they're very critical at this time, or feel a sense of betrayal, you know. They feel that you may have, stuck a knife through their heart in some way and jealous, and you could be feeling this too, jealous due to them bringing in an intruder, another person when you were there and you did everything for them, okay? But again, a discussion is needed because somewhere along the way, communication, you didn't communicate your feelings as properly as you needed to, okay? So now let's move on and take a peek at, what's really not important in this situation. And what I mean by that, you shouldn't put your focus on in this direction because you're not going to accomplish or get exactly what it is that you're after. Okay? So we have the Empress. So Empress connects with Earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and Venus is the ruler. Okay, so certainly it is not important to kind of nurture this relationship at this time. It's not important, ladies and gentlemen, to be sympathetic or caring of someone else's problems or even, allow your situation to kind of grow and continue. Once again, this could be vice versa. The other person would be feeling that way too, but it's really not important to do this at this time. Maybe later, but not now, okay? So then let's look at what's important, okay? What your focus should be more so on here, okay? We have the High Priestess. That connects with water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The Moon governs this card, and this card is telling you instead, ladies and gentlemen, it's now important that you trust your intuition. You give your situation more time, y'all. It might be best that some of you consider being single for a moment, or you might want to kind of keep your situation a secret, from others for a while. I'm kind of getting here too. Okay? So let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, and kind of examine, let's look at pretty much, what's kind of hidden in your situation here, and you have a pretty fairly good card here. You have the Queen of Pentacles here that's kind of showing in your reading here. So with that card, it connects with, once again, an earth sign, okay, Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces. So it certainly shows that you're going to be meeting this new person, and this person seems to be, it's earth sign, of course, and a very materialistic type person, generous, nurturing, so it shows that you're going to meet this new person, and the person is going to be a person that likes to kind of be wooed and entertained, if you will. And the person seems to be of substance, wise and mature, very generous, and even has a big heart, very flirtatious, that I'm kind of getting here. I'm feeling this business person, might even work for the government or educator. But anyway, this person is also jealous and overly possessive, and it's pretty much their way or the highway. They could be working in food services or does some type of office, type work that I'm getting here. So what is the outcome here that we have that you can expect here? You have that Four of Pentacles here. So with having that outcome, I'm saying still feeling that that connects with earth signs too, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. It kind of gives a sense that you're still going to be a bit distant about your situation here, but I'm kind of getting a sense that if you two want to connect, or if you want to connect with this person from your past, you can. Some of you may not be living close to this person, so, but if you guys want to actually get together, you certainly can here. Okay, and this card is governed, or it falls within the third 10th degree of Capricorn. Okay, and this card is, is kind of letting you know that, you know, you need to try to have the inability to kind of open up. And I know it may be difficult for you guys due to past hurts, but it definitely shows that somebody is certainly coming back to you, and you need to be realistic about your situation, but you're going to still be confused about which way to kind of go with this person, okay? So let's go on and just look at a few of your oracle cards to give you a bit more partner advice here. We have these three here, which kind of tells you here that really, with what you're going through in your romantic situation, there is in fact a deeper reason. And many of you might even be questioning, asking why this, why that, but there's a reason for it. So rely on your intuition to get your answers here. Okay, and understand, ladies and gentlemen, that the past is really now behind you. Release it and kind of embrace new possibilities, because I feel that a new path is coming towards you, is now available, and kind of follow it with faith. And even though you may be feeling a bit hurt, you know, remain playful, because laughter really is, in fact, the best therapy. Kind of have fun and kind of remember the love is, in fact, the greatest healer. And then you have the love card here. Know, ladies and gentlemen, that love is all around you, you know? All you have to do is to just seek it, you know? And have the necessary, with this believe and succeed card, have the necessary confidence and faith to know that you will, in fact, be able to achieve it, And again, take some time out and just realize that this love is all around you, And act confidently. And this, in fact, is going to inspire others to want to kind of be around you and honor the gift that you bring to them. So, Libra, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Should you wish to have a more personal reading, you can contact me at WAT61073@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing your comments, and be sure to like and share and also subscribe. All right. Thanks a lot.